of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Check, check. No. Hey, lock it. Got the screen. Check 52. Check, 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 check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Armstrong, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back, a loss of 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check.
On 3rd down, Jamison. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots take over.
On the ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check 26.
A give to Michelle running right. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got nothing.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Right back to him on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Bang, 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 bang. He's yellow, yellow. He's checking. Crash, crash.
On second down now. It's Armstrong.
Got you, boy.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Yellow. Charlie.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yellow. Ready? We got it, we got it, we got it. Yellow. SOS.
On third down, Armstrong. A big play there for KC. 41 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Play. Attack. 56 to Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
56, Mike, 56.
From the 16, Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
57, 57.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Yellow. Joker. No. Off. Tight dog. Kill.
On first down, it's Armstrong, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10.
Shift. Showing it. Shift. Watch the shift. Kill. 43. Come back. Check hot route. Hot.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch safety creep. Watch 43. Safety's creeping. Motion. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check. 56. Hey, Sunday. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Attack, attack!
At the 25-yard
Watch
line.
twins! Watch twins! Check twins!
On second down, it's Armstrong, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field. So you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find him, and he did there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It's second and inches at the 39-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Second down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Begin. 15. Take it. Watch the twins. Watch the twins. Shift.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Number 53. Mike 53. Crunch time, defense.
Color.
53. Scene 6. I'm going to come back to you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here it comes.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. $12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Alpha, 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 56 the mutt, boys. 56.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he's got room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here's a 3rd down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Watch the motion. Watch the motion. 53's the motion.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Check. General West. Check. Go.
And it's Michel once again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at their 48-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Hey, right there, 56. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Whip. Watch the whip. Blue dot Corkers. Hero 15. Mike 56. You're trapped.
Mahomes now to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Check Mike 57.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Check 13.
Again, it's Michelle. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bean. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Here I come. H3-2-18. Chopper, chopper. Alert 3. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, 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 check.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And some space here. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened here in the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Kansas City, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.